What did Simon and Garfunkel say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Hello, fourth place, my old friend. I'm tilted out my gourd again, because 7 pairs I was peeping, and now I've dealt and I am weeping, and the vision of the Mon God in my brain it still remains. So now I seek Maka's guidance. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, folks. You're listening to Riichi FM. Simon and Garfunkel, The Sound of Silence. It's a beautiful day to be playing Riichi Mahjong. I'm not gonna lie to you, folks. Boy, has the ELO seen better days. Are you seeing this? This is illegal. We can't be doing that poorly. And look at this. Our stats aren't even like in the shadow realm. We had a higher ELO with worse stats just like a few months ago. I don't even know how that's happened. I was looking at my match history, right? Narcissus staring at the reflection of themselves, except it's Mahjong related and the reflection is bad. And I was seeing a lot of these, like, whenever we get 1 fourth, we get another fourth. And you know what that told me? My mental game is weak. So, we're going into the Jade Room today. I'm staying optimistic. I am keeping a positive mental attitude, okay? I'm not gonna get tilted. I'm not gonna let this game win, okay? As we load into the Jade Room, let me just say this. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out the channel such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. Rage Emoji writes, first hand fold. We are so back. This, of course, came on the video from New Year's Day. First video back in a while. Thank you so much for the very, very kind comment. A million updates to the left. I also want to give a quick shout out to all the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. Link is down below in the description. Thank you so much to Pluga. Thank you for joining us on the Patreon. And thank you to everyone on the Patreon for allowing me to keep doing what I'm doing. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month. It's usually a VOD review of someone else's game who's a patron or just a member of the community. And this week we looked at Puddle's game in the Silver Room. It was great. There was a lot of moments where I was like, they're genuinely playing better than me, and then a lot of moments where I was like, this is a very great teaching moment. I feel very strongly about this decision. Like, this takes us further from Tenpai, etc., etc. So it was a cool. This month's video was pretty tight. I mean, they always are, and I think everyone's vulnerability and allowing me to be a little bit of a peeping Tanya Tom and to take a look inside your match histories. Oh! Did we have a Sanchoku? No, we didn't. Okay, I should have thought about it a little bit longer, but welcome to the thumbnail. That's a great thumbnail. And you know that if I take a screenshot of this and then I only look at the Tenpai indicator, the 3 tiles in the center, and I click remove background on Adobe, oh, it's going to be a clean cut. Oh, it's going to be a clean cut. Sometimes, and this is how the sausage gets made, if we're in the 3rd row of discards, and then I try to click the remove background tool on this using Adobe Photoshop, it will not do a clean cut, and Yusong's got to get all up in there. And he thinks that being an influencer is harder than, and by the way, I say influencer derogatorily, I say that extremely ironically, whatever. What I am saying is that when we're in the 3rd row of discards and I can't use the remove background tool, this job is harder than being a doctor or a teacher or a firefighter. Obviously facetious, right? Obviously facetious. Triple-sided banger, Riichi Pinfu Red 5. As good as it gets, right? Literally as good as it gets. Now, this is the ultimate test of mental fortitude. If someone else wins this hand, we cannot tilt. This is gonna happen, okay? There are going to be games where you call the most legal Riichi of all time. Like, this is the most normal Riichi I've ever seen in my entire life. You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna rearrange my hand so that we have a group of... I can't even rearrange my tiles in time. I was going for a group of 7 and a group of 6 so that it would line up nicely on the thumbnail. It would... That's how the sausage gets made, and I'm happy to win that 3-han banger to start things off. Great start to the game. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game today? Hang on, I don't think I even finished my unsorted tiles jump scare. I don't think I finished the picture. Anyway, $4 a month, you get a bonus video. We talked about that. The shout out, like you're hearing right now. And then, like, access to the Riichi Mahjong song parodies document and my Riichi Mahjong tome of knowledge document, which is the LibreOffice documents, of course, that contain all my notes to self. about how to get better at Riichi Mahjong. We should do like a stream where we read through all of those and we try to like genuinely absorb the lessons that past Yusong is trying to tell the future Yusong. This hand is great, by the way. Riichi, Pinfu, red 5, circle, circle, dot, dot, and we have a 3 of circles acceptancy, right? We can accept the door in this hand. Holy sheesh. That's what I'm freaking talking about right there. I'm going to keep this just in case they'll be drawn to like a pair of the 8s or a pair of the 9s. Yeah, I'm into that. I'm extremely into that. And we can still accept like a 3 of characters right now without the 1 of characters. Sure. Look, I'm not happy about this. Like if we draw into a 4 of bamboozlers, we might end up in Zuzzy for Earth in jail. Okay, too much concentrated brain rot in one sentence. If we draw into a 4 of bamboo and we end up waiting for the 3, that's going to feel bad. I'm going to discard this right now. I know the elongated shape goes bananas here, but I like our hand. Maybe it's even a Tenhou situation. Doesn't totally seem like it, but you never know. Drawing into like a 5 of characters or something would go hard. All my 6s are gone right now. I was trying to think of all my X's live in Texas joke. All my 6s live in wickets. That's nothing. All my 6s voted for Brexit. That's also nothing. Okay, lock in, buddy. Lock in. You've gotten away with too much for too long. You gotta lock in and provide some coherent commentary. This is we're MF doomed right now, right? Like I can fold right now. We're 9 discards in. I'm legally allowed to fold. The next discard I'm legally allowed to fold because all the 6s are gone. There's like hardly any 9s left. I feel like we're outie 9,000, right? And by that I just mean I don't like our odds of winning this one. Plus I don't want to deal in. It does stink a lot. This is a big stinker. If someone calls Riichi, they got 2 chances at Oradora. And I'm in the dealer seat. So if someone else wins this hand, I'm going to feel awful about it. I won't lie to you. I'm going to straight up just feel awful about it. Am I genuinely allowed to big fold? Am I allowed to not only small fold, but big fold? I think I'm allowed to big fold right now. Like I'm cooking one big crepe, okay? Oh my god, that's not even a joke, Yusong. That's just a whimsical image in your head. Yusong, are you on any substance right now? I'm not on any substance. I think I'm a little happy because my throat is feeling a little bit better. I've had a sore throat for a few days now, and luckily no other symptoms. I think it's just I've been yapping too much. Okay, a crosshair does call the Riichi. So now we're never playing this hand. Never, ever are we playing this hand. I don't care that the white dragon is 99.99% safe. I've seen my own videos. I know how this goes. Like, we might lose here. Left lord pawns into the door, by the way. This is a nightmare scenario. Like left lord's going for something. A crosslord's going for something. I'm sitting here. I got nothing going on. Me and my professional development, watching my STEM major friends do, have stable careers and stuff. Okay, 5 of bamboozlers, a safe tile, unless left lord changes their hand right now. Okay, now 5 of bamboozlers could deal into left lord. How do I feel about a little 8 of characters? I actually like that a lot. All the 6s are gone. No one can have a 6/7, and this is safe for left lord. 8 of bamboozlers, a safe tile. Right lord maybe ran out of safe tiles, right? Like this is hardly a safe tile. So or maybe right lord, they have seat wind, they have a valid hand, they might just be going for something at the end of the day. So all I know is I am not winning this one. All I know is I am decidedly not winning this one. So we don't need to think about it any longer. And right lord is gonna win. They won on the last copy of the door. That's so unlikely. Left lord had already pawned 3 copies of the 3 of circles. All right, so be it. We pay out $2,000. It's a bit of a hefty dealer penalty, but it's not as bad as it could possibly be. So I guess I'm gonna thank Yostar for that one. Green Daisy is a nice tile. I think I'm keeping it forever, actually. I think I'm pawning the white dragons, and then I'm going to end up single tile Yorking it for the green dragon. That's my deadly premonition, isn't that right, Zach, about this hand and how it's going to go. Deadly Premonition Northern Lion playthrough reference in the year of our Lord 2026. My throat feels a little bit better. Why? I have this vocal steamer that I use. Yusong, what is that? Should I look that up on Urban Dictionary? No, you sicko. It's just a normal device that I have. It's like a thing where you put water in a basin And all it does is it heats up the water, and then it like so that the water evaporates, and then you have like a Bane mask on, or just like there's a plastic section that kind of looks like a Bane mask when you push it to your face, and then you just breathe in the steam, and then your throat does end up feeling a little bit better. I'm gonna tell you something right now, like doing the ooh, huge, right? Genuinely effing huge. Oh my god, this hand is so good. White Dragon, Green Dragon, 3 Dora is the meme dream, but even if it's just Green Dragon, 3 Dora, oh yeah, I guess I'd take that. I guess I'd settle for a garbage Mongon. No, we'd be so happy no matter what iteration of this hand we could get. Calling Riichi here is not terrible either, right? Like, say we're double pair Yorking it for a White Dragon or a one of characters. Sure, there's only one of characters left, and there's only one White Dragon left, but it's still fine, I think. And maybe someone else is going to do the Yusong thing, where they don't believe in keeping the Dora as much, so that they just discard the Dora. Sure, I mean, I know what my 5 shapes are. Me on the geometry final, overconfident that I'm going to nail it. I know what my 5 shapes are, okay? Isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, rhombus. Like, I know what my shapes are. There's no changing them. Holy, okay, 1 tile away from the big T, the big Tenpai, of course. If I draw into 4 or 7 of characters, of bamboo, I probably don't call Riichi. If I call Riichi, I think it's likely that someone throws a White Dragon. What are the odds, right? What are the odds that I have a pair when one of them's already seen as the Dora indicator? Oops. But now that's the easiest pawn I've ever seen in my entire life. We will never pawn, and that's weird. That's weird what Right Lord just did. Like, you can think, maybe they're also in Tenpai, right? I gotta look at what Right Lord did. Right Lord, Epic Dealin', I don't know what round this was, but they just, East 3. I gotta see what they were up to. They pawned that, and they had to have gotten into Tenpai, right? Or they're playing with their monitor off. Like, I genuinely, I'm not trying to be toxic, I'm just like morbidly curious about what they were doing. Let's take a peep at the match history. Take a peep. They're a master 1-star player. You remind me a lot of me. You got the Waluigi mustache pattern going on in your match history. You are me, actually. Me talking to a fan of BTS. You are me. God damn. Oh my god. So I was using the vocal steamer. It honestly, it's good for me not only in the sense of like, you know, helping the throat feel a little bit better, but it's also good for me in the sense that I can't really do anything else. I can't like pace around anxiously. I mean, I was watching like a YouTube video. I was watching someone play pre-modern, which is a format in Magic the Gathering. I don't know why I had to specify that, but I've been having a great time watching people play pre-modern. If anyone else is also on that hype train, it's a new format, but it's like it only uses older cards. I don't know. There's just like a rich feeling of it. I'm gonna take a tangent here. We're gonna go back to the throat stuff. We're gonna go back to the throat stuff in just a second. Me programming like a NSFW event. I know that it would have been funnier had I just said a more explicit word there, but it just seems gross. You saying that's never stopped you before? You're absolutely right. I don't know why I'm censoring myself. The reason why I like the pre-modern Magic the Gathering format is because everything in that format is old cards. It's like from one previous year to another previous year. There will never be any new cards introduced in the format, so it's never going to get power crept or anything silly like that. This is a really interesting spot. I don't know, I kind of like all my shapes. I could also go for Tanya here, right? But I need a reason. I need to draw into a 3 or a 6 of circles, and then I can get rid of my 9 of circles. Left Lord is going to call Riichi. What do I have in my hand? I literally have nothing. I mean, I have none value, but the bad news bears about this is that, like, I also have 0 safe tiles to fold with. What do I have next? An 8 of circles? That's awesome. That's huge, honestly. I'm just gonna continue to try and fold. Look, it's not pretty, but, like, I literally have, what, Tanya only? Riichi Tanya only? This wasn't even looking like Pinfu with my pants on the ground, so I don't think that we should be going for it. That's huge. Oh my god, just raw dog cutting a 2 of bamboo. Now we have 2 safe tiles. Oh my god, we have another safe tile. Gaming. I like it because everything in that format feels powerful, but cards back then, like cards these days, these young whippersnappers with their modern horizons, they have cards that are printed to be busted. Back then, if you found a synergy that was busted, it was like, oh yeah, like you cracked the code. This is like a hidden thing that you know, we weren't really sure of. What? No, that can't be right. I know that's not right. We're still one tile away from Tenpai, and I would do some freaky stuff to get into Tenpai right now. I genuinely would. If I draw into 5 of characters, I'm in for 10. If I draw into 2 of bamboo, which is literally impossible, that's good. That would be good. Yeah, so this is bad. This is bad, but I might be able to get in Tenpai and not pay out an exhaustive draw penalty. That's what I'm kind of looking to do the most right now. Sure. No, I can't do that. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I'm genuinely sorry, Miss Jackson. I cannot do that. How many 6s are available? 3 of them? Am I ever allowed to discard this 5? I don't think so. I mean, they're not waiting with a 3-4. Can they be waiting with a 6-7? It's really unlikely, but they could be. Okay, and a crossword with the Riichi. That's the kiss of death right there. I cannot throw that tile. And for that reason, Sharks, I'm so out. I'm genuinely so out of here. Right, Lord? Don't do me dirty. Don't suddenly Ron me out of nowhere like an MMA fighter coming on stage with a steel chair. That's not what I'm looking for. I might be able to get into Tenpai, but I need someone else to throw an East Wind first. I don't think that's gonna happen. Nah, dude. I could Chi there to not pay out an exhaustive draw penalty. That's so gross. I'm not doing that. Look, I know the odds of that are really, really low. I know it's probably fine. Right Lord might have a triplet. Right Lord might have 2 of them, and the last one's in the dead wall. I'm not doing that. I'm genuinely not doing it. Oops. I mean, a crossroad had 2 of them. They weren't necessarily waiting for it, but it's just a prevalent wind live tile. No, I don't think I will. Bartleby the Scrivener, I would simply prefer not to. Guess who's sitting in first, by the way? Sorry to stunt on you. Sorry to flaunt it all of a sudden. I'm just laughing because I sound like a dweeb. Sorry to flaunt it, but I got it. Okay. Sorry, not sorry. We're sitting in first right now. I don't want to risk it to throw an East Wind there. We can even look at I want to see how East 4 repeat something non-deal in exhaustive draw. Like that's just like a slew of words that don't make sense, but whatever. This is a good hand. This is a good hand. No matter what, we get to either use the red 5 or the Dora tile. So we will have to discard 1 Han, but hey, an eye for an eye, you know. We definitely want to call Riichi here. If we draw into another Dora tile, that's the nut draw, right? We get to call Riichi, double pair York in it, but we also get to York it for the Kiefer Sutherwind. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, how lucky we would be. Would love that in our hand, but not like this. Like calling Riichi there, waiting for a 4-7 would be quite nice. Unfortunate that the South one gets dropped, but you never know. We don't have to double pair York it. We could draw into like a 6 of bamboo or an 8 of bamboo, and that also feels really, really good. Oh, speaking of, oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness. So I don't think people are going to be excited to throw any of these tiles, right? They're really close to the Dora tile, which is inherently spicy. But you never know. It's an early Riichi. Other people think that, oh, his hand must be garbage. He couldn't even find a way to use the red 5 of character. So maybe they're just like going B's to the W and not oof. We would have been able to do the meme dream. But I don't think it's worth it waiting for the off chance that for the less than 3% chance that we draw into another Dora. This is good. This is a 6% chance that we draw into the 5 of bamboo or the 8 of bamboo. But I genuinely like this a lot more. I don't expect anyone to deal in unless they're also like chasing and pushing for a Riichi. But I'm genuinely okay with this. Back then, yeah, the cards were, and it's not like I was a prolific Magic the Gathering player. It was just like watching people's older siblings play Magic the Gathering. Okay, maybe if 3 7s come out, someone might throw an 8 because it's unlikely that I have a 6-7 in my hand. But there's just something cool about it. I think that I'm a fan of the card design back then more than I am now because I think that power creep is very like, and this is some armchair like I don't know, dork like nerdy opinions, and I say that with love because I love the hobby. Like I think that power creep is very like maybe not the most elegant design. Like you kind of have to like power creep is the easy low hanging fruit, but to keep things balanced. Oh, and to find creative ways and new mechanics to add into the game, that's like, there's something really beautiful about that. So, I've been watching pre-modern. Anyway, I was watching that as I was doing my throat stuff and breathing, and I like that a lot. Because sometimes in life, it's like when you're waiting for a Costco rotisserie chicken. We got 2 Oradora. That's gross. It's genuinely gross. But it's been a long time since we've seen the Oradora gods knocking on our door. I'm not gonna, like, that feels great. But also, again, look, if anyone is salty at this table right now, look at my match history. Look at this photograph. Like, and tell me you don't start automatically weeping because you see, oh, Yusong, oh, my little soldier, you've been through so much. Like, when you're waiting in line at a Costco for a rotisserie chicken because everyone's waiting for a rotisserie chicken and you can't do anything else and the Wi-Fi connection's bad so you can't even check your phone and you're just stuck raw dogging life, there's something beautiful about that. And when you're just stuck breathing in steam because your throat hurts and all you can do is watch a nostalgia-affirming Magic the Gathering video, there's something nice about that. This is gross. This is such a good hand. I would even cheese 6 of bamboo here. We don't need $1 million of value. $1 million of value isn't cool. You want to know what's cool? $1 billion of value. Social network. I don't think I call Riichi here at all. Pinfu, Dora, red 5, red 5. If I run off of somebody, this is a 7,700 point hand. If I run off of somebody and they dealing with a 6 of bamboo specifically, it is a straight up an 8,000 point hand. Pinfu, Tanyo, Dora, Dora, Dora. And by that, I mean 2 of those Dora were red 5s. If I sumo here on the 6, it's a Hanemon. So, like, I'm not going to call Riichi here, and I think this is right. Oops. Sorry, Left Lord. I'm genuinely sorry. That's so gross. That's genuinely so gross. But, like, I know you would not do anything differently if it were me. South 1, non-Riichi. I am so sure that was the right call to not call Riichi. If we call Riichi, I don't know, maybe I'm going to fold. That's all the other people, like, coping with their communities and their YouTube commentaries. I just, like, sometimes in life you can't do anything else but the task that you have at hand, and that's what the breathing in of the steam felt like to me. It's like sometimes it's nice to be like, well, I guess I'm kind of stuck for a little bit. Here we go. I think that's because I'm, like, addicted to technology, and it's nice to have excuses. And I wasn't even, like, cleansing myself of technology, or I also just, like, you know, struggling with anxiety, I guess is probably a more accurate way to put it. And so, like, I'm not pacing around and I'm not doing anything else. And what's hilarious about it is that it forces you to take deep breaths, so you're not going to be, like, stressed out. You're literally telling your body that it's okay to relax. There's no tigers in the brushes coming at you. So it's a nice, I guess it's a nice hobby is what I would say, but I'm just happy. I guess I'm happy that my throat feels a little bit better. Yusong, what else is going on with you? Saw this clip. It was like a fan cam of disgraced New York City Mayor Eric Adams. And it was just a clip of Eric Adams being really weird. And it was like a compilation of, like, strange things that they've said. I might just fold here. I mean, I don't know. We're never... Drawing into 6 of characters would be tight. Using the 4 of characters as our pair, also kind of tight. So I'm not saying that this hand can never win. It's giving Pinfu. Okay. Sure. It's still giving Pinfu. I don't want to deal into this, but all the 3s are gone, so... We're okay here. We're scared if somebody pawns into either green dragon or red dragon. Both of those dragon tiles are the Dora. I'll tell you something right now. If we draw into a green dragon or even another red dragon, it's going to be a hard decision. Like, I don't know if I'm ever legally allowed to get rid of it. And I'll tell you something else. If I draw into 8 of bamboozlers, there's no way I'm calling Riichi here. Yusong, you have chances at Oradora. You could destroy someone's life with it. Yeah, but... this is already like a powder keg. I just kind of want to diffuse this situation as smoothly as possible. It was a fan cam. It was a compilation of Eric Adams being a weird little goober about it. And one of the quotes I will never get out of my head. It was like, my haters, my haters become my waiters when I'm dining at the table of success. Folks, if you're worried that you're cringe, just know that you're not. Like, there is still an ocean of difference. There's still an ocean of distance between you and the you that is cringe. And also, I don't really believe in being cringe. It's just like, everyone's kind of cringe. We're all human beings. Those moments are just moments. Oh my god. Green Dragon is just a... This is just... You could have 4 cons and you have a Yakuman. I'm going to lose this game. I'm feeling it in my loins right now that I'm about to lose this game. No shot, dude. No way. Oh my. Okay. Yes. So if this tile passes, it gets us out of this. That's huge. That's genuinely so huge. Oh my. Are we emoting? Are we all emoting? I didn't know that I get to stay the dealer. Can we? I can't emote because I'm in first place. Oh, I'm bound by the good person code. Wow. So the way that works is if 4 cons are called and that last tile that has to be discarded, like on the 4th con, if the tile that you discard passes, then it's a 4 quad draw. And I don't know why this is the case. Call me Nora Jones the way I don't know why. But it's just as if someone had 9 terminals in their, or orphans in their starting hand. We just do a redeal of this round. All that's extra is like a little bit of a repeat counter. There's now 300 points extra for whoever wins this hand. People might also be confused. They're like, where does that 300 points come from? Well, if I Ron somebody, they just have to pay out an extra 300. If I sumo, each person has to pay out an extra 100. So that's where that free, it's not really free. There's no such thing as a free lunch, and there's no such thing as a free Hanba counter. That's where that free 300 points, quote unquote, comes from. Anyway, my haters become my waiters when I'm dining at the table of success. Also, I regret to inform you, I'm gonna start saying that. Like, are you kidding me? That's like, oh my god. But if we win this Mahjong game, yep, I'm busting that out. It's the new Who Do You Think You Are? I Am. Holy moly, I could not believe it. I just could not believe what I was hearing. Not a bad hand at all, right? Oh, I might have messed up a little bit there. Like, there could have been a 7, 8, 9 Sanshokler, but I don't need to bend over backwards to try to get Sanshoku. In fact, I'm in first place. I want the widest tile acceptancy I could possibly even get. And I think that we're on our way. We're well on our way to doing so. What's our nut draw? I think that's pretty good. That's genuinely pretty good. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai. Again, I don't think that I call Riichi. I could, just to make everyone else's lives miserable, which has a nice ring to it. But at the same time, it's like, I see 0 copies of the red 5 and I see 0 copies of the Dora. So even though we have a really healthy like point buffer between us and last place, like, I don't know, someone could have 3 red 5s and 3 Dora in their hand. We genuinely don't know right now. It's not like another round where it's just like the Dora is the West Wind and all of them have been discarded, so you know everyone's just cooking with garbage. This is a little bit of a spookier situation. We just don't know. This is an unknown. Left Lord is gonna Ron here. They have twice pure double sequence? No, it's 7 pairs, Tanya, red 5. Sure, absolutely. And and here's the thing about them not calling Riichi. I think that was a great call, because had they called Riichi, I am folding so hard. Like, you don't even, like, you think you've seen me fold? You have no idea how hard I can fold, okay? I would have folded, whatever. I just would have tried to fold really, and not dealt in. So I like the fact that they didn't call Riichi either. If I were them, I'd still be a little bit angry about that 4 quad nonsense. Like, I would want that back. You know what I mean? They had a good hand. They were cooking. At least they had 1 red 5 right in the bamboo suit. And I loved, oh my god, I loved what a crosslord did there. I don't even know if Maka, like, I don't know if Maka will be able to quantify that was like the quote-unquote right decision. If they just had 2 quads in their hand and they were cooking, I need to see that. 4 quads, a crosslord decision. That was, I don't know. It's pretty spicy. I love when weird stuff like that happens in Riichi Mahjong. Southwind? Yeah, I think I can pawn here. The reason that I'm willing to do a little pawning here is because we still have 2 copies of the one of characters. We still have a terminal tile. It's not looking that terrible, and we have a pretty fast hand, right? A lot of double-sided bangers. Sure, our character suit shapes are a little bit weak. Try saying that 5 times fast. Our character suit shapes are a little bit weak, but the rest of our hand might be strong enough to make up for it. A lot of the 8 of characters are gone right now, so I probably don't want to hang on to the 7-9 for too long if it's at all possible. I still think I chi here. I think our nut draw is like our nut chi is the 3 of characters. I cut 7 followed by 9. That would be great. Solidifies our weakest shape. Can't seem to draw a good tile, and you know what? That's okay. Yusong, what else you got going on in your life? I've been playing this. I told you this before, but my one Christmas gift to myself was, the nut draw. This JRPG called Phantom Brave. I bought it on Steam. I played it a lot as a child. Now I'm playing it again as an adult. I'm doing this thing where in a lot of JRPGs, especially if you watch speedruns, while you were out partying, I was studying the blade. If you watch speedruns of JRPGs, they usually involve some way to level up extremely quickly in a way that the developers did not intend. And so in Phantom Brave, the way you do that is like you can have a character that just creates like RNG dungeons. Like it'll just generate a random dungeon ad infinitum. And it'll be like within a sword, so you can like power up the sword by going through that item's dungeon. It's a cool mechanic. It's like infinite replayability if you also are just like really deep in the JRPG minds. I like it. I think it's really creative. Anyway, so you can create a dungeon, and the higher the level of the dungeon, the more benefits you'll get from climbing that dungeon, right? But there's also this mechanic in the game called titles, and so every character has like a cool title. Like it'll be like Cool Phantom, or it'll be like I just want to say Fussy Baby, because that's from Who's Smarter Than a Fifth Grader. Oops. Sorry, right, Lord. I just got to keep the wheels of time spinning. I just got to keep this game. I gotta keep this game going. I apologize. I know I'm kind of the villain right now, but I'm trying to end this game and protect my neck. I'm trying to end it in first. Have you seen how bad my elo is lately? Okay. I might just cut the Dora here and invoke True Despair. Like, I don't hate that, right? Just make sure that no one can get an early pawn on the triplets. Like, if someone's trying to keep one copy of the Dora, we don't want to give them time to draw into the second copy of it. I don't hate this strategy. It's the worst day of my life if someone just got really, really lucky and they can pawn into the Dora. Like, that's really bad. Okay, Rylord is going to pawn. Let's see if we can't intentionally deal into them, because their hand doesn't need to be that large. If they win like a 2-Han hand, then they are... then they can just win this round. I'm just gonna give them the Dora. I might genuinely just feed them good tiles. I'm not joking. So they cut a 7. What is that? What do I think? They might have like a 4-5 in their hand, and that 7 might be a little bit redundant. Oh, but my hand is also still like vaguely playable. So maybe, I mean, I want to deal in. I genuinely want to deal in to whatever Right Lord is cooking. Have a red 5, absolutely. I don't mind. I don't think that you're in Tenpai yet, but I'm like, we'll play differently once we're scared that they're in Tenpai. We don't want to deal in. We just want to give them like a lot of help. A crossword with the Riichi Lamau, by the way, big Lamau. What do I have that's safe to discard? Well, not a lot. 5 of characters, sure. I'm happy to discard a 5 of characters. Dealing in with the white DZ. This one's gonna hurt. This is 7 pairs. They hit 2 Oradora. Oh my god, they did. Because their character flashed across the screen, and I was like, this is a pretty valueless 7 pairs moment. So now this is a little bit scary. Now this is a little bit scary in the sense that we could lose our first place. Okay, it's not looking amazing for us. 3 big dragons. Let's go. Let's go. Please, another white dragon or green dragon immediately would go so hard here. Left Lord cutting the Dora in last. They must not know. They must have discarded that too quickly, right? Or they might just have an amazing hand. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Okay, some really weak shapes in our hand, but pawning the red dragon would allow us to go fast. Like Sonic, call me. Oh, I don't want to finish the joke. Do it, Yusong. I mean, you already know. Call me Sonic the way this hand. I mean, here's the thing. If I draw into a pair of the 8s, like then this hand becomes like so much better. I want this to also be like a double-sided weight. Oh, this is so sad. I just have to, because I have to keep my options open here. If I draw into a 3 of characters or a 7 of circles, I have to call Chi. It feels bad. Don't get me wrong. It feels horrific, but it's all we got. At least we know that no one has 3 copies of the Dora. What's the worst day of our life? A crosslord calling Riichi. The dealer calling Riichi again would be the worst day of our life. I Chi here. Please, single tile Yorkin it for the 7 of circles. How can we upgrade this hand? If I draw into a 9 of circles, I will change to a double pair weight. Just because I believe in a 9 of circles to come out. More than I believe a 7 of circles to come out. Okay, a little bit stinky here. Maybe a left lord's over it and they're just trying to deal into me. I'm not sure what's going on, but if that's their plan, I'm not gonna be upset about it. Anyway, you can also give, like, every character will have, like, if you create a mystic character, you can give them a title. They'll be like Spunky Mystic. Spunky is a terrible example, but like cool or distant or like mellow, or like the game will randomly generate titles, but you can also like pick and choose the different titles. Anyway, sometimes the game will give you a title that's just failure, and so you can create like a mage, and it'll come out like failure mage, but then you can take that title from the mage and put it onto an item dungeon. And so you can create an item dungeon that's like level 70. And then the title of failure will just give minus 99% to all their stats as some sort of like sick and twisted joke of the enemies. And then you can go in there with your level 20s team and just clean out the dungeon and still level up out the wazoo. So that's what I'm planning to do, and then I can just steamroll through the entire game. Yusong, is that even fun? Look me in the eyes. Is that even fun for you? It's tricky to say. It's tricky to say. Oh, am I pawning this? No, I like my 2 safe tiles, because I think a crossword. I mean, it's what? We're scared that they're going to get into Tenpai? Oh my god, I'm in Tenpai now. Oh my god, look at me. I'm the Tenpai. Sure, if you're going to assume our crossword pays out the dealer penalties, even if you get a Yakuman, I'm pretty sure that I still, at least I'm in second, right? Like, I don't think it's going to be that bad. So, we'll absolutely take the dub here. Fun game. I think that we got really lucky. We got visited by the Oradora spirits. That was quite nice. I think that we played pretty well. We dealt into Left Lord 7 pairs. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Tenpai, and that was a little bit of a bummer, but overall I think that we played well, and we got to see that 4 quad draw, which is like, I don't know, you don't see that often. Maybe that probably was someone's first time seeing that ever in Riichi Mahjong in the comments. I'm not sure. Okay, let's take a peep at that one first, because that was wild. So what happened here? So Left Lord calls another con. So your hand is just schmacking. Does Maka like that? It's unthinkable. It's unthinkable because you have Tenpai right now. Oh my god, and Khan gets you out of Tenpai. Oh my god, what is happening? Dude, you should have called Riichi eons ago. Whenever you had gotten into Tenpai first. What happened here? Khan here is not bad. You're in last place, you need points. Riichi, Khan into Riichi. It makes everyone fold. Sure, the weight is bad, but 5 of characters might come out. All the 3s are gone, right? All the 3s are gone. No one can have a 3-4. If an 8 haphazardly comes out, dude, this is Riichi, Tanya, red 5. And you have 2 chances at Oradora. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. They're still begging you to Riichi. I'm still begging you to Riichi. Oh my god, and this con, this is unthinkable. This horrible shade of orange. Unthinkable con. Oh my god. And then I need to see what Left Lord did here. Did you have 2 quads? Oh my god. Were they doing it for the memes? Because this is still okay. All the 3s are... Dude, you could still play for this hand to win. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. You only have 3 real shapes in your hand. But it's still, like, doable. I don't know. This hit is good. This hit is so good if you draw into anything, you know? I don't know. I don't know if, yeah. Con, you can choose to diffuse the situation here. It's still unthinkable. And you just want to get us out of here. Fair. And we know that this is a guaranteed safe tile. We see all 4 copies. Fair, right? You want to protect second place? I don't hate that. I genuinely don't hate that. This is terrifying, whatever this is. So just wanting to diffuse the situation is fine. I would have been too greedy to do that. I genuinely think, you want to tango? Let's tango. Like, let's genuinely tango. And we see all the 2s. If someone calls Riichi, One Baby was guaranteed a safe tile. Literally guaranteed a safe tile. Unless someone's going for orphans, which they're not. So, yeah, this is a freaky one. This is definitely a freaky one. Hang on. What happened here? Ah, the half flush demons got your number. That's fair. I probably would have done that too. We didn't know that what they were gonna draw afterwards. Okay, Right Lord Epic Dealin'. Right Lord Epic Dealin'. Yeah, what happened here? I call pawn on the freaking Dora tile, and then you just don't think that I'm in Tenpai probably. Pawn. Yeah, and your hand is great. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's like it's still worth going for. It's seat win prevalent when half. It is 12k in the dealer's seat. Really unlucky that I have a really lucky hand. East 4 repeat something. Non-deal in exhaustive draw. Did we have a chance? Did we have Avengers Infinity chances to to get Tenpai here or something? No, couldn't we do it on the last tile? Yeah, so we had a million chances to get Tenpai here. This discard is Tenpai. It's 13. So Maka likes my cowardice. Teacher, you forgot to assign homework today. South 1 non-Riichi. This is just tooting my own horn. Wait, I called Riichi here. Oh, this was East 4 Riichi. Yeah, because I had to do it to him. South 1 non-Riichi. Yeah. Discard is 53. Riichi is 31. They don't hate the Riichi here. They don't hate the Riichi here. Just because I guess this hand is just like maybe it could kill someone if I do. And that's it. That's all the things that we wanted to look back and explore with Maka that game. All right, folks. I'm not gonna say no to a first place. In fact, I'm like pretty pogged about that. It kind of ruins like the smooth curve that we had going on, but I'm never gonna complain about some peaks and valleys. Okay, folks, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VOD channel in case we can ever make it live. Until next time. Oh, and our patrons down there too, which is the best way to support me. Thank you so much to all the patrons for allowing me to keep doing what I'm doing. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.